Junior's Bennett coming to you live this Sunday. I want to say a happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having a blessed day. It's Memorial Day weekend, Sunday. For those of you who went to church to worship, that's good. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. You're probably going to have a great Sunday dinner with your family. And I appreciate you guys for listening to this video today. Today I want to talk about waterfalls. And the reason why I want to talk about waterfalls is because I got waterfalls coming into the swimming pool where I live, okay? Now, what's so significant about waterfalls? Well, let me tell you something. We're talking about having a waterfall of money coming into your bank account every day, just like this water is coming into this pool every day at 2 p.m. A waterfall of money. How can you have a waterfall of money coming into your account every single day at 2 p.m. and never stop, okay? The reason why I want to talk about that sounds great, right? It does, but it all starts with taking a risk of money to invest into a Bitcoin mining machine, because Bitcoin mining machines are creating newly generated coins. The reason why I want to talk about Bitcoin mining machines as a waterfall, if you will, is because we all know you didn't invest in a Bitcoin 5 years ago with $1,000, okay? You got to have vision for that. If you don't have vision, if you didn't have vision 5 years ago to buy the actual coin, now you got to have vision to actually buy the machine that makes the coin, because the coin now is more expensive now than it ever was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you could have taken $1,000 with some vision and some risk, and you would have had over $61 million fooling around with Bitcoin. Now think about that for a second. 5 years ago, if you would have took $5,000 with your vision, you would have had a waterfall of $500 million just buying the coin. The problem with buying coins, ladies and gentlemen, right now is that the coins are worth $8,000 a coin. 5 years ago, they were pennies. It didn't even get to $900 it wouldn't get to $20,000 a coin to December of 2017, and it started in 2009. So it took 8 years of vision, if you would, of investing into Bitcoin 8 years ago or 5 years ago, and you would have never had to work a day in your life. You could have thumbed your nose at your boss and said, I'll holler at you later. You wouldn't be worried about you not driving your fancy car to work and they hating on you. You scared to buy the car and drive to your job because you're in fear they're going to take your job or fire you because you're living better than your manager or your boss. You wouldn't worry about inviting someone to your palatial home right now. Some of you got jobs and were scared to invite some coworkers to your job because you don't want them to know how good you living. All types of corporate bureaucracy. But let's get back on this waterfall. Now that the coin is at $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, that's out of your reach to go out there and buy coins. Or it's out of my reach. It was out of my reach when it went $20,000 a coin. And then when I found out I can buy the machine that actually create the coin and have a 1,000-day contract to mine new coins. Now, what the return of investment is on a Bitcoin mining machine. The Bitcoin mining machines at the pool 1 level, this is a pool. Let's give us an example. If this is swimming pool number 1, all right? All right, now swimming pool number 1, we're gonna be mining Bitcoin, and you got that waterfall right there coming into the pool. So every day at 2 p.m., that waterfall is coming in. Now that's $660, okay? And that's gonna mine for 1,000 days straight. Now, if you set your repurchase to repurchase your profits that you get every day, repurchase it, and you're gonna get another share out the deal, multiple shares. So in a 1,000-day contract, that 1,000-day contract is going to expire, and then you're going to earn even more Bitcoin. Now, what we've seen with somebody in pool 1 after a 1,000-day contract, they've walked around with probably 1.5, probably 2 Bitcoins. Now, if you was to multiply that times today's prices, that's $16,000, okay? But who knows what the price is going to be in the future? That's why you got to have vision when you're looking at businesses and return of investment. Now, if you want to get in pool 2, that's an additional $1,100. That waterfall right there symbolized the second pool, all right? So now you got 2 waterfalls coming in every day at 2 p.m. Now, somebody gonna say, well, you know what? What does pool 2 earn more than pool 1, the first waterfall? Well, that's double the amount of Bitcoin every single day coming from that waterfall alone. So in other words, you're making money from that pool over there, from that waterfall, This waterfall from this pool is getting double the Bitcoin. Then you say, okay, you know what, Junius? I want to get in pool 3, all right? That's the third waterfall right here at this pool. Coming into this big old bucket, a Bitcoin bucket. Now think about that for a second. We got 3 waterfalls now. The price of that pool to pool 3, that waterfall, is $2,000 extra dollars. All right, so a grand total investment about $3,600 one time, no overhead costs whatsoever from that point on, not to maintain the machines, the electricity of the machines. That's going to be housed at our facility. We have a housing facility to house your Bitcoin mining machines, okay? And now, think about this for a second. Those investors, those associates in Bitclub Network right now that have invested into all 3 pools are seeing themselves after 1,000 days having an average of about 10 Bitcoin. Now, 10 Bitcoin on a $3,600 investment, let's look at the return. Today's price, that's about $80,000 or $70,000. Bitcoin fluctuates, okay? Now, what's so cool? Every 4 years, the number of Bitcoin that comes out of the waterfall every day is going to be less, okay? So when we started out in 2009, there was 50 Bitcoins being mined every 10 minutes. We go to 4 years later, it went in half to 25, okay? Then it's now 12.5. Now in 2020, it's going to be 6.25. What happens to the price of Bitcoin when the scarcity happens? Because there's only 21 million coins. We've already mined 17,000 coins in circulation right now. I mean, 17 million, I'm sorry. Now we got another 4 million. Now we're going to be setting out to 2140 is going to be the last year that they're going to be mining for Bitcoin. So 21 million is going to be in circulation. What's going to happen when the scarcity goes to 6.25? That means the price of Bitcoin is going to go up. You got to have vision. I want you to stay with me for a second. You mean to tell me, Junius? Yes, I'm saying this, that as the scarcity happens, just like gold, when there's not enough, they're scared, they run. The price, the demand is even higher for Bitcoin. So even if you can't afford Bitcoin at $7,000 right now, you're not going to be able to afford Bitcoin when it starts getting scarcer and scarcer and scarcer. It's going to be worth more. The store value is going to be humongous. Let me just put some numbers to you real quick. Again, 5 years ago, when Bitcoin was only worth pennies or cents or even $1, if you would have invested $1,000, you would have been worth $61 million. That's 60-some thousand times your investment. Most investors on Wall Street looking for 10 times or 100 times the value. If you would have invested $5,000 5 years ago, it would have been worth $500 million. Think about that for a second. Would you have to get up to an alarm clock anymore? Would you have to ask somebody, can you go on vacation? Would you have to ask somebody, can you go on break? Would you have to ask somebody, when can I do this and when can I do it? Would you have to brown nose at work in the wrong smoke break to get in the click so you can get promotions to provide what? More money for your family? Would you work those 12 hours on that job? Would you work on holidays talking about holiday pay? That's foolish. You're not looking for back pay, double pay, triple pay, none of that pay. Sick pay, vacation pay. When you got money, when you got M's, that work stuff is a thing of the past. Now you're doing your passion. Now you're doing things that you truly love. Because I guarantee you, most of you that got jobs, you don't love what you do. You do it for your family. You love your family. Isn't it time now to have some vision, to look at Bitcoin and research it and check out what I'm saying? Say, you know what, it's Jay, right? Most of y'all saying, oh, Bitcoin is a scam. I thought it went under. You ain't thought nothing. You know more about the Housewives of Atlanta and every TV show that comes on Netflix than you knew about your investments in your long term. See, most of us in our culture not even taught investing for the future. Get you a job. Hope they got a 401k program where you can invest at least 5% of your salary. Well, the federal government's going to tell you you can only put $18,000 in a cap in your 401k this year. How are you going to limit what I need to put away for me and my family? Think about that for a second. Isn't it time to take control and get outside the box? I hope you got this message. Waterfall 1 represents pool 1. Waterfall 2 represents pool 2. Waterfall 3 represents pool 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I just taught you how to get paid a waterfall of money every single day by investing into a Bitcoin machine where you cannot lose your investment. I can guarantee you that. But every person, you're at your own risk. But you can join my team and let me help you learn. Let me help you understand this business. Let me help you make some money on a daily basis. While you at the picnic barbecuing, you're making money. While you going to commute every work, you're making money. While you are doing whatever you work, it's nice to know that you're making new money every single day without your back being broken, without you heavy lifting. How many of you in back breaking jobs? How many of you in jobs that you got a lot of work to do just to get a paycheck? Think about that for a second. It's up to you. I can't convince you. All I can encourage you to do is have some vision and get your waterfall on, okay? I'm gonna sit by the pool. I'm getting ready to have some margaritas, mango margaritas at that. I love mango margaritas. I hope if you haven't tried a mango margarita, come and see me in the ATL. We'll go down to my favorite sushi restaurant. We'll have some mango margaritas together and we'll talk about Bitcoin. I hope you guys having a great day. Hope you have a great Sunday and a happy Memorial Day. God bless and have a great day.